37 members have voted for Karen E. Spilka. 3 members have voted for Bruce E. Tarr. The chair declares that Karen E. Spilka has been elected President of the Senate. Chair recognizes Senator Tarr.
Thank you, Mr. President, and through you to the members. Mr. President, I move that the clerk be directed to declare the election of Karen E. Spilka as the President of the Senate unanimous.
Those in favor of declaring the election of President of the Senate unanimous signify by saying aye. All those opposed, no. The ayes have it, and Senator Karen E. Spilka is unanimously declared Senate President. I ask that the Senator from Suffolk and Middlesex, Mr. Boncory, to escort Senator Spilka to the rostrum, please. And as Karen E. Spilka approaches the rostrum, on behalf of all of us, Madam President, congratulations. Thank you for your outstanding leadership in the face of tremendous adversity and challenges this past year. We all look forward to more of the same. Thank you very much. Karen E. Spilka, President of the Massachusetts Senate.
Thank you. Thanks from the bottom of my heart to all of you. This isn't the first time for me, and I guess I did not anticipate the emotions that I feel right now that are pretty overwhelming. I recognize it was a long night for most of us, and we're very tired, but from the bottom of my heart, I thank you. And I thank you, Senator Lovely, for those very generous words and for your leadership, your support, and your friendship. And thank you to Senator Boncory for your kind words and for all of your tremendous hard work, particularly of late on a bill that was very difficult. You helped make the Senate very proud as well. And thank you, Senator Pacheco, for presiding and getting us going, kickstarting this new session, this new year, and for your service, of course, always. And thanks to my friend, the Minority Leader, Senator Tarr, for your friendship, your hard work, your willingness to be here. You were here also incredibly late last night to roll up your sleeves and work in partnership and collaboration with all of the minority, I don't know if it's a crescent, crescent still, but thank you. Thank you. We really value your friendship and your collaboration. It is my greatest honor and privilege to lead the Massachusetts Senate. And I am grateful once again for the faith and trust that you have put in me this session. As I stand before you today in the middle of a crisis unlike anything any of us have seen in our lifetimes, I am reminded of how humbling it truly is to be elected to serve and to lead the people of this great Commonwealth. I have often said, and said it very proudly, that Massachusetts leads America in so many ways. And in these dark and difficult times, it is more important than ever before that the Commonwealth serves as a light and a beacon to our nation, and that the Massachusetts State Senate lead by example. As millions around the country have suffered great losses from the COVID-19 pandemic and the economic fallout, they have learned a lesson that we all hold dear in Massachusetts for a very long time. The lesson is that good government matters. In Massachusetts, we saved for the rainy day that is now upon us, so that we were able to invest in the supports for our residents rather than make cuts in vital services and programs. We worked collaboratively across the aisles and across branches to respond to the needs of our residents when the pandemic hit. And we continue to do so today. Because remembering that government is a force for good in people's lives matters. We continue to rely upon data and trust science and support our healthcare professionals as we navigate the very difficult terrain of reopening and recovery here. And the Senate, through its bipartisan working group, engaged on every aspect of the state's COVID response, from concerns about childcare to personal protective equipment, to the reopening of businesses, all the way to the vaccine rollout, and we continue to be deeply engaged. Because when people are anxious, when families are suffering, and when the world seems unsure, responsive, compassionate government matters. So now more than ever, it is our job as legislators, as leaders, to say what we mean and then get it done. I'm proud to say that the many priorities I outlined in my first term, such as ensuring equity in education funding, addressing climate change, promoting economic resiliency, updating our transportation infrastructure, and creating greater access to quality health care, including telehealth and permanent rate parity for mental health care, have been signed into law. At the same time, the Senate has responded to a number of events that simply could not wait. The threat of COVID-19, the moral imperative of racial justice, and the need to protect access to reproductive health care in Massachusetts. Because we believe leading with our values matters. We have indeed accomplished a lot in the past 2 years, past 2 days, really, when you think about it. And a lot has been asked of us. But there is still so much important work left to do. In light of the COVID-19 crisis, we must not let up on our efforts to extend the lifelines to our residents, our communities, and our businesses. It is clear the time is now for emergency paid leave. And so the Senate, I'm proud to say, will be working on solutions with our partners in government, business and labor leaders as soon as this session is underway, because we must continue to support every single person at every level of government, in every facet of our healthcare system and throughout our economy, who is fighting to ensure our health and safety and our economic recovery during this ongoing crisis. We must continue to commit ourselves to expanding COVID testing, tracing, and vaccination, particularly for our most vulnerable, and ensuring that those on the front lines have what they need to fight this virus. Because paying attention to the details when people are calling on us for help matters. Finally, we must recommit ourselves to the hard work of ensuring racial justice and equity in Massachusetts. The police reform bill that was signed into law on New Year's Eve was a very important start. It is the sprint portion of the marathon we all must run, listening to the voices of people of color as we go. As we begin our work this Senate session, we do so against a backdrop of national hardship. And those, they're still out there, those that would seek to divide us along political, ideological, or racial lines. But at this crucial, precarious time, there is simply no room in government for us against them. Here in Massachusetts, at least, there is no them, there is only us. And we will all rise or fall together. So as I stand here today with very deep gratitude, once again, for the opportunity and privilege to lead the Senate and serve every single resident in the Commonwealth, I also charge us all with the task of doing our jobs as legislators, continuing with compassion, seriousness, dedication, and most of all, with humility. Our residents are looking for us to do the jobs they sent us here to do. And I, for one, am very eager to continue to work. So thank you all again. Celebrate this day. There will be a time where we will be able to celebrate all together. It will happen. I look forward to that day, to seeing all of you together again. Enjoy today, and again, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you. Thank you.